Hey guys, December 18th, and here we are, getting to the end of the year, and you're probably thinking, maybe you're not happy how the year has turned out for you so far. Maybe you're saying to yourself, you started out pretty good, and somewhere you lost your steam and you lost your focus. And what I'm here to remind you about is that you still have 2 weeks left, and that means that, you know what, if you end the year on a good note, you will probably start the year on a positive footstep just to take off. You don't want to end the year feeling negative and start the year with a resolution. Resolutions hardly ever work. So what I want to share with you today is 3 tips to help you get off to a great 2018, okay? And the first thing I want you to have is clarity. I want you to see where it is that you want to go. And you need to know how it is that you're going to get there. Don't just say, this is where I want to go. Or, for example, if you have a weight loss goal, I want to lose 50 pounds. And I'm going to join a gym. I mean, that's not enough. You need to have some type of vision. You need to have some type of clarity. And you need to have a picture in your head, in your brain, where you can actually see yourself going in that direction. And you need to know exactly how it is that you're going to get there. Just a simple wish and a simple goal without any real planned action is really not going to get you there. What most people are lacking is structure. Most people are lacking accountability, and at the end of the day, you lose motivation. So how do you maintain that, and how do you keep it? The first thing I'll try to do is remind you that you need to have some clarity to begin with, and the second thing is you got to know what your patterns are. We all have patterns, all right? Patterns are behaviors, customs. These are things that we are used to doing. Most of the time, these patterns always pull us back into our comfort zone, and they bring you back to a behavior that you've been trying to get away from. So this year, I want you to start with new rituals. I want you to start with new patterns, okay? The first thing I want you to do is when you get up in the morning, I want you to be grateful. Just find 3 things in your life that are positive. Find 3 wins before the day even starts, all right? If you got a roof over your head, it's not leaking, that's 1 win, okay? If you plan your meals for the week, that's a 2nd win. And if you feel good and healthy and you're able to get up and your bones don't hurt, that's a win also, okay? Just think about it. If you could wake up every day and think about 3 things that you're positive about, 3 wins, that's 21 wins a week, every week. By Sunday, you have 21 victories, all right? How would that make you feel to know that you have done 21 things that were positive and successful? I mean, you spend most of your days knocking yourself down and talking about how you're unhappy about one thing or the other, the bills, the taxes, your weight, you know, your car, your insurance, whatever it is, the mortgage, the taxes going up every year. There's a million things for you to feel unsatisfied about and unhappy about. What I want you to start thinking about is, what are the things that you're going to feel good about in 2018, all right? But don't wait till 2018. Let's start doing this tomorrow morning. When you wake up, what are my 3 wins? Don't put your feet on the floor, all right? Hesitate a little bit, stop, take a deep breath, and don't get out of bed until you got 3 things that you feel good about, okay? Your kids are home from college, you know, your workouts are going good, you know, your eating habits are back on track, you're feeling pretty confident about yourself, you feel positive, you got a nice compliment last week. Think about all those wins and start the day with those 3 wins. Those are the first 3 things. And once you start counting those wins, you're gonna find that life is not as bad as you think it is. The other thing is, make time count. Make time count. I mean, you only have 24 hours in a day. 35 minutes of your day could be used for you, okay? 35 minutes. Ask yourself how many times you get distracted doing something and 35 minutes will go by, okay? So I want you to take some time aside for yourself. Dedicate some time that is non-negotiable time. I mean, this time is not for anyone else. It's not for the kids. It's not for anybody. It's for you. Have some me time. Take that 35 minutes a day and do something for yourself. I don't care if it's a pedicure, a manicure, or maybe you're coming down to see me, but me time is not negotiable. You got to have that time. And that time should be where you get your mindset right. That's the time where you start to focus. That's the time that you're going to use that you start making yourself feel good about yourself again. And now that we're on the topic of time, you know, don't think in terms of years, all right? We're gonna break everything into quarters. For example, I have 4 quarters. I start every 90 days. I start in October. My first quarter is going to end on January 1st, okay? January 1st will start my second quarter. And we proceed in 90-day increments. So everything that I want to accomplish, I give myself 90 days. Whether I want my business to grow or whether I want to help 100 more people in 30 and 60 and 90-day increments, all those things are personal goals of mine. I want to help as many people. I want to impact as many people as possible, and I want to do it in 90 days. You know, I used to think in terms of years, but now years are too quick. They go by too quickly. 90 days are just right for me, okay? So I get 4 quarters. I get 4 opportunities to be successful. And if you're trying to lose weight, don't say to yourself, I want to lose 100 pounds. You say, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. I want to lose 8 pounds maybe a month. And you break it up. I want to lose 40 pounds in 10 months, whatever it is. But don't put these long distance goals immediately. Start with the short-term goals and then look down the road as you move on. Inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard. If you start to break things down, you're going to find out that your journey is going to be a lot more rewarding for you, and you're going to have a lot more victories along the way. You don't have to wait 365 days to feel good about yourself. I think you should do that on a weekly basis. And like we said, that 3 victories, 3 wins every day, that's a terrific strategy. The third thing I'm going to leave you with is put yourself first. Don't leave yourself for last. Put yourself first. When you start thinking about yourself now, think of yourself as somebody that's important. When you make a dentist appointment, when you make a doctor's appointment, you make sure that you keep those appointments. But when you make your own appointments, you're not very good with those, all right? You neglect yourself a lot. So I want you to start thinking in terms that when you say, I'm going to do something, I want you to journal it, I want you to put it in your book, and I want you to keep it as if though it was a dentist appointment or a medical appointment or something very important that you need to go to. When you start treating yourself as important, you're going to find out that you're going to like yourself a lot more, all right? So those are my 3 tips, okay? Get your 3 wins, make time count, and the last one is treat yourself at a high level. Treat yourself with a lot of importance. Have a great day, guys.